learners, welcome back to our pre-K and TK classroom. I'm your teacher today, Miss Laura. Hello. So I hope you're having the most magnificent day today. We're going to get started and end with our feelings study. So today is day 5 of our study and work together. So just to bring in a little math, I'm going to add another magnet to my 10 frame. So I have 1, 2, 3 on top, 1 on the bottom, and if I add 1 more on the bottom, 3 and 2 together make 5. And that's how many fingers you have in your hands. You can use them to wave at me. Hello. So let me walk you through our day today. So we're going to share a story today about a hand that gets a kiss. Ooh, maybe you've read it before. The main characters are raccoons and it's called The Kissing Hand. And it's a great story to read at the beginning of a new adventure and also at the end. We're also going to do some shared writing. So if you have your writing tools ready, you can participate along with me. You can use a whiteboard, some markers, paper, and a pencil. You can even use your fingers and write in the air. We're going to finish off our week with a little fun. We're going to do a snack. We're going to eat our feelings, but in a fun way. We're going to go through some scenarios and think through, how does this person feel? And then make a face with some cream cheese and bread and eat it all up. Does that sound like a good plan? Okay, let's start off then with our song so we can get going reading our book. Now our song is about feelings or emotions. So let's get our pattern ready. You can do that by clapping on your thighs like this. Happy, proud, surprised and sad, anxious, calm, excited, mad, upset, shocked, confused and glad. These are some emotions. Lonely, thankful, safe and shy, nervous, silly, terrified, cheerful, tearful, sometimes very tearful. These are some emotions. Now, if I go through the song and you don't recognize a word, ask a grown-up around you. Say, hey, what does nervous mean? Miss Laura's teaching me this new song and I have no clue. I hope that you do that. Now we're going to jump on into our Spanish version called Las Emociones. Now we're learning new Spanish words like corazón, heart, casita, house, alegría, happy, enojo, mad, miedo, scared, tranquilidad, calm, and last word is tristeza. That means sad. And in our song, we end with the tristeza, or sadness, leaving little by little, poco a poco. Since it's short, we'll sing it twice. Here we go. Mi corazón es una casita, muchas emociones, guardo en una cajita. Hay alegría, enojo, miedo y tranquilidad, y la tristeza poco a poco se va. Mi corazón es una casita, muchas emociones, guardo en una cajita. Hay alegría, enojo, miedo y tranquilidad, y la tristeza poco a poco se va. I love singing with you. Okay, let's get started with our vocabulary words, which is the next thing on our plan. Behind this door, we have 3 that we need to know or preview before we read our text. The first one is nuzzle. When you nuzzle something, you get real close like this and you touch, push, or rub your nose up against it. Nuzzle. The next one is lonely. Oh, lonely. I don't like that word. Lonely is when you're sad from just being all by yourself. The last word is promise. A promise is telling someone that you will definitely do something. It's giving them your word. Like, I promise I will never, ever, ever eat a hot chili pepper. That's a promise I can keep. I don't like chili peppers. So we're going to read about promises in our story. And this is a classic story. That means it's been around for a long time and lots of people read it. It is called The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn, and it's illustrated by Ruth Harper and Nancy Leake. Now the author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures, and there's some beautiful pictures in here. So let's get started reading our book. This one is a little bit longer, so snuggle in, nuzzle in to a book buddy, and we'll get started. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried, "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on the swing. Please, 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 may I stay home with you?" Sounds like Chester is having a hard time. He's sad. He is crying. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Remember, that means she rubbed her nose right up against Chester. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first, but you will love school once you start." Sounds like she's trying to reassure him, right? Saying you're gonna love school. You'll make new friends and play with new toys. So there he is, playing in the sand. Read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Now, I want you to stop and think about that line. Chester goes to school at night. Do we go to school at night? No, we go to school during the day. He's backwards. I wonder why. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret?" he said with a sniffle. "What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." The kissing hand?" Chester said. "What's that? What do you think a kissing hand is? Do you think it's a hand that gives kisses? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Let's see." "I'll show you," Mrs. Raccoon said, as she took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Mwah! Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth. So there she is, giving him a kiss on his hand, and Chester felt it all through his body. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." Oh, I like this secret. This is a good secret. I wonder if Chester's going to feel better about going to school now. She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." The kiss is going to stick. She didn't even need a special glue. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him whenever he went, even to school. So there he was, feeling very loved. So at first he was very sad, but that changed. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. What is Chester going to do? Let's see. There's Chester taking Mother's hand. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan, unfolded them like this into a fan. And he kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Now you'll remember at the beginning of the story, Chester was very sad. Now he's turning and dancing. Do you think he still feels sad? Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the limb and enter school, and as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. So look, that's Chester's teacher, the owl. And so even mommies get scared when children have to go off and do new things. There's the school. Look, they have books just like us. I see a frog and a fox, raccoon and a rabbit, and a possum and a bird. So many different students. I love you. That's sign language for I love you. And if you buy this special book, sometimes they come with little stickers that say I love you. On my first day of school, I would always read this book, and I would either draw or give a sticker to my students to let them know that even when they miss their family at home, they can come and look at their sticker, their heart in their hand, and they would know that their family was with them. So this is a great book to read as children enter kindergarten or start anything new in their life. It's reassuring to know that they have your kiss and love right in their hand, in their palm, and it'll stick with them. So right now, we're going to go over to our writing place, and we're going to write words that are feeling words. And these are great words to write because we can connect them with personal stories that we know and understand and have lived through. So let me walk over, and I will get my marker out. I'm going to use black because you can really see that on camera, but you use whatever you have to write some words with me. So I'm going to write feeling words. So the first one that came to mind for me was sad, because I was thinking about the time that my daughter went off to school and I had to think about my own kissing hand. Sad. Can we sound that out? Now again, I use all uppercase letters because those are easier to write. So I'm going to start it right here. S. What's the middle sound? Ah. A. And the last one, D. D, that's right. You can say it all together. Sad. Sad. How about another feeling word that is when you're really red and you want to stomp your feet and your eyes are furrowed? You're mad or grumpy, like grumpy monkey. But let's write the word mad. Let's think of the beginning sound. My favorite one because that's the sound I make when I'm eating. M. Now mad and sad rhyme. They sound the same, don't they? That means they have the same ending. So let's see. A. Like you're opening wide for a dentist. Ah. And last one. D. That's right. Big line down, big curve. Let's say it all together. Mad. Let's think of some more happy words. We have sad and mad. How about joy? Oh, I love that word because it means happy, but it means like pure happy. So let's write joy right here. Now the letter that's at the beginning you don't often hear. J. If your name is Jaden or Joshua or Jolie, that's your special letter, J. O, big curve and another big curve. Because I've been writing a long time, I know that the last sound is Y, joy. And let's see, what's another one? Big feeling word. How about loved? Loved, that's how I hope you feel when you're with me, loved. Let's write the word loved here, and that'll be our last one. Special letter L. Ooh. Oh, that's my special letter. Loved. So I know it's an O, but here's this sound of V, that's right. And then loved has a special ending. It's E and a D together make loved sound together. So love and a D is big line down, big curve. So let's review our feeling words before we go over to our project place. So some feeling words are sad, mad, feeling of joy, and loved. Can you think of any more? Happy, nervous, tired? Practice writing your feeling words today. Have a grown-up help you sound them out. Right now, we're gonna walk over to our project place because I have a few pictures to show you, and you're gonna help me figure out how the person is feeling. We're gonna take it one step further and make a little snack with it. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Let's walk over. 6 steps over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I thought it was 6, but it was 4. I needed 2 more. Okay, so for this activity, you can use some picture cards. I have some that are official teacher ones, but you can use pictures from photo albums in your family to identify feelings, or you can skip this part and just kind of talk it out. And then just whatever you'd like to use to make a feeling face. So I'm gonna use some bread that's circular because it reminded me of a head. And then I have some fruit and some cream cheese and some M&Ms so we can make our snack. So in my first card, I'll show you, there's a girl and she is in a field. Do you see her? She's using her jump rope and she has a big smile. I want you to think, how is this girl feeling? Yes, I think she's happy too. That's right. So I'm going to make a happy snack. I'm trying to think of the times that I've been happiest. It's never been when I'm jump roping, but going down a slide, yay, my favorite. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of cream cheese. See it is? And I'm going to smear it right on my bread. Now remember, I'm trying to make a happy face because that little girl in the picture, she was jumping on her jump rope and smiling. I'll try to show you right here next to it. Look at that, see? She looked like she was enjoying that. And then maybe this one, I'll use some blueberry eyes. I have them right here in my little basket. And we have 2 eyes. And if I want a happy face, maybe I'll use my M&Ms or candies to make a little smile. Now, of course, if you don't want to use more sugar and candy, you can use a bell pepper or strawberry. And as we do more of these, you'll see that that is what I will use. But I thought, why not? A little candy, a little bit. There's 7 little M&Ms. What do you think? Need a little happy face for my happy feeling in my card. Let's make some more. I can't wait to eat all of these feelings. Oh, look at this one. This little girl. She found something on the floor and it was full of money. How do you think she's feeling? Maybe a little surprised. Look, her eyes are wide. How would you feel if you did this? If you found some money unexpectedly? I'm going to go with surprised. So let's make a little surprise snack. How might that look different than the happy one? First, I'll take my cream cheese, and this acts like a glue so everything sticks to it. And then maybe I'll cut up some bell pepper and some strawberry. I'm gonna do 2 eyes with my little sugar candies, and maybe a nose, a blue nose, because why not? And then I'm gonna use my strawberry. I'm gonna take a knife. Now, this is a sharp knife, so you're not gonna want to use a sharp knife without a grown-up there to help. These. Okay, and look, I made like a little circle. And I'm gonna put it right down here, my strawberry. What do you think? Surprised! She found a lot of money. I want to be that surprised. So I have happy, surprise. Let's look at another one. How about this one? Oh, it looks like the little boy is walking into his room, and I'm gonna guess that's his mom and his dad, and they're looking at him like he's in trouble. How do you think he's feeling? Yeah, maybe a little sad, right? When you get in trouble by grown-ups, I'd feel sad too. So, let's make a little sad face. Not my favorite, but we'll try it out. And again, start off with a little cream cheese, and just to emphasize the sadness. When I think of sad, I think of blue. So I'm gonna add a little blue to my cream cheese here. So I'm gonna put a little on my plate, just like that. And a little tip I can give you is this cream cheese is the spreadable. So that means it's a little fluffier than the others. You can also use frosting, but again, there's that sugar piece. So you decide. But I found that if you get the spreadable cream cheese, it's just as fluffy as frosting. It has a little bit more protein in it, a lot less sugar. So there's my cream cheese. It's almost like you're painting with cream cheese. I'm gonna put my sad face. Oh, I wonder what he was in trouble about. Have you ever been in trouble with your family? I know, even grown-ups get in trouble with their families. I know, you're thinking, wait a minute, that doesn't stop. Nope, nope, nope. All right, 2 eyes, maybe another blueberry nose. I'm sticking with the blue. And let's make a little sad face with my bell pepper here. I just got a red bell pepper. I'm gonna cut it open. And look what the inside looks like. Kind of cool, right? And I'm just gonna slice off a little piece and maybe make like a little U shape. There it is. I'll eat the rest in a minute here. And there, little sad face for the boy who's going to get in trouble. Now, of course, you don't have to tie this snack or anything with a picture, but it's just used to spark discussion with you here. So we made a sad face, surprised, happy. I wonder what they're going to taste like. You let me know. I'm not going to eat them here. I don't want cream cheese all over me. But I do want to leave you really quickly with a few recommended books, and we'll sing our song. The first one is Llama Llama Mrs. Mama. Llama Llama has tons of books about feelings, so I hope you check those out. The next one we won't get to read, that's a favorite, is about being silly. Silly Sally, a book about rhyming. Silly Sally does all kinds of silly things. I'll show you just one. She does cartwheels with a pig. I mean, who wouldn't love a book like that? And the last one is one that I often have to think about and read so that I remember to believe in myself, to have feelings of being proud. And it's I Knew You Could, the follow-up to The Little Engine That Could. So I hope that you check out those 3 books. Right now we're gonna sing our alphabet song. Get ready. A is for amazing, that's what you are. B is for brave, that'll carry you far. C is for caring and community. And D is for determined to be the best you can be. E is for empathy, caring for all. F is for friends, that'll catch you when you fall. G is for grateful for everything around. And H is for hopeful, there's more good to be found. I is for imagine all the fun things we could do. J is for joyful, how I feel when I'm with you. K is for kind to people and animals too. And L is for love, put it in all that you do. M is for mindful, be present every day. N is for nice words in everything you say. O is for original, always be you. And P is for persevere until you make it through. Q is for quiet those bad thoughts. R is for remember all the greatness that you've got. S is for strong body and mind. And T is for talent, why not make yours being kind? U is for unique, special and loved. V is for victorious, always rise above. W is for worthy and wonderful too. X, don't X out those mistakes. They're what make you you. Y is for yes, we're at the end of this rhyme. And that's the alphabet. I'll see you next time. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you next time. Remember that Miss Laura loves you with all her heart. I want to remind you, of course, to read and play, to use your imagination and think like a scientist every day. Right? We'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.